Last time I tried to do that, and that shit just like it stopped. What the fuck? I worked so hard for that to work, and it didn't work. Anyway. Oh, see, look, now I feel like that's a lot better, and it's more easier. Okay. Anyways, we're good. I'm gonna shave your arm area, and then we'll start from there.
Okay.
Well, now that's recording fully. This is Prime Example Podcast. I'm your host, Leslie. This is my guest,
Lee.
So tell me about yourself, Lee.
I am 20 years old. I'll be 21 in December. Sagittarius. Love it.
I don't know how I feel about Sagittarius. I don't know if I've met Sagittarius men. I don't know about you, but I get along with the women because they show less emotion.
No, I've never met any Sagittarius men. Like, I personally, like, I don't know. I don't want to be around anyone that's my own sign. I don't want to hate my own sign. Like,
Oh, you don't want to meet anyone just like you?
no, like, everybody says, oh, Sagittarius have bad attitudes, and I don't want to see the negative,
Do you think you have a bad attitude?
I feel like I have a attitude that depends on, the environment and stuff like that.
I say, because I had friends that was a Sagittarius, and they were cool. They were funny.
Mhm.
But it depends what. I feel like men are more emotional.
Yeah.
But the females aren't as emotional as in Sagittarius.
I feel like it just depends. I don't know. I feel like before having a kid, I definitely wasn't as emotional. But
Okay. So
after him,
yeah.
I feel like it changed.
So you think a lot of your perspectives changed when you had a kid?
Yeah. I mean, I became more like, I don't know. It opened my eyes more, I guess, when I had a kid. Because I didn't really pay attention to the world outside. I didn't watch the news or see, like, the stuff that's going on. So now that I have a kid, I definitely watch for that. Stuff like that.
Like, so you became more, what, superstitious?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be scared. Like, that's one thing I fear. That you have, if I have a kid, and I become one of them parents, like, OCD about, like, everything. Like, who are they coming with? Like, who are you with? Like, how many people are going to be there?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd definitely be one of them.
Honestly, like, when he gets a little bit older, like, I don't think I'll necessarily be a parent that'll be, like, a hovering parent or, like, always worried. Like, yeah, I'll be worried, but I don't think I'll be a, yeah, no. I feel like that's how my mom was. So.
Also, you stop not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let me know if I need to go further down.
Okay.
So, growing up, did you have a strict parent life or, like...
So my mom, she wasn't...
Okay, wait. Right here?
Yeah, that's good.
So, your mom?
Oh, so my mom, she wasn't, like, very strict or anything. Like, she would, like, friends over and let me go places, but it was always my dad that, never trusted anything.
So was it a thing where it's like, yeah, but ask your dad?
Yeah. Mhm. And if he didn't
approve, you wasn't like that.
Nope. But I don't know. I didn't like that.
You think that was an excuse so they won't have to answer?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to tell you no, but I don't want to be the one to be the mean parent.
Mhm. Well, cause my mom, like, she'd be like, go ask your dad, and then my dad would be like, go ask your mom, and I'm like, bruh, you're a parent too. Like, answer.
Like,
just answer the question.
Is it yes or no? Well, please be yes. Like, did you grow up with, like, a big family?
No. So I have one.
So this isn't a touch here, but I would go around it so it can, like, just blend. Is
Okay.
that fine?
Yep, that's fine. So I grew up with one sibling. He's 6 years older than me. So we have really no bond at all.
That's good. Oh, I hate when that happens. That's funny. Oh, wait, so how many siblings you have?
Just one.
Oh, is it older or younger?
Older, 6 years older.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
That'd be a big gap difference.
Yep. Well, because when I was in high school, he was already obviously well out of high school.
Yeah.
So.
Did he go to college?
Yeah, he went to college. He went to UT.
Oh, nice. sure it was different though. Back
Mhm. Yeah, he got to go to private school. I wanted to go to private school so bad, and
then.
then
Wait, why?
I don't know. I just felt like it was like,
So would you send your kid to a private school?
well,
Private school life.
my brother told me it wasn't even all that, so no, I guess. But if he wanted to go, yeah, but I wouldn't, go out of my way, to make that happen.
Dude, if I had a choice to go to private school, I don't think I would, just because of curriculars, and I heard it's harder and more work.
Yeah.
As enough, I hated doing work.
See, like, I don't know. When you go to private school, normally they're Catholic schools. So you have to go to, like, mass and stuff like that, which I wouldn't mind, but I don't know.
So are you religious?
No, I'm not a religious person. Like, my family's Catholic and stuff like that, but I don't, go to mass and stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel like, I pray enough.
I pray enough in my own time.
Yep.
Anyway, I don't know if they can see the design, but we're doing like floral.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's fun. No, I grew up off the church. Like I was Catholic once upon a time.
Mhm.
Then I went to being like Christian on my own.
Right.
I feel like you have to kind of grow into that and find your own way.
Mhm.
You think your parents forced you to go to church when they did, or did they go?
See, it was mostly like my grandparents and stuff that would go. Like, on my dad's side, he was Baptist. They were like all Christians and stuff, and on my mom's side, that's where they were Catholic. So they never really went besides like on Christmas and like stuff like that.
Oh wait, so is your dad's family Christian? You said?
Yeah.
And did they go often?
Yeah, they went every week.
So could you tell the difference between the two and how they were raised? Like,
Yeah,
perspectives?
definitely. Yep. Mhm.
Do you think one side was way more calmer than the other?
My grandma, like my mom's side, that's definitely the more chiller side, the less expectations and stuff like that. And
And when she was Catholic?
yeah.
So was your dad more religious than your mom?
I would say honestly, to be like honest, I feel like it was kind of the other way around. Like my dad veered away from like a lot of things cuz he was forced into a lot of things as a kid. So like I feel like because it was forced upon him, when he was a kid, he kind of just wasn't really too religious, but it's mostly like my mom, like where she would be the more religious one than him.
Oh, because she kind of fall into it.
Mhm.
I can see that. I would say my mom was. I feel like it's always a female. I feel like it's because maybe it's like that Mother Nature where it's like we want you to be able to find some outway or outsource to cope with your feelings. I feel like dads really don't express their feelings as much.
Right.
At least my dad didn't.
Yeah, no, my dad never really expressed feelings. I feel like that wasn't really a big thing in our household. Like, we didn't really talk about emotions, It
Like,
wasn't.
if someone died, did you guys, like, ever discussed it, or, like...
Like, no, not when I was a kid. Like, when I hit, like, teenage years, like, I had more family members pass away that I was closer to then. We discussed it, but other than that, like, nah.
So it wasn't really discussed unless it was brought up?
Right.
I had a situation where, like, stuff did happen.
Mhm.
Like, you do grow up and a lot of people do get older.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's because our generation sees more deaths because of how long it's been. Does that make sense? I don't know. Like, with our parents, they probably didn't see as much because they were still that generation where they didn't have that. They were the ones to bring up the more generation, basically.
Right.
So that's why I believe that they didn't get that much suffering besides, like, the war and shit. I just found out that there was a war in 2010 from, 2003 to 2011
Really?
between the Iraq and here. I'm like, why am I just not finding this out? I found that out at work because I forgot what happened, but the guy was like, yeah, there was a war. I'm like, you're lying. I searched it up and it was.
That's crazy. See, don't ever pay attention to that goes on.
No, for real. Do you think our generation is gonna lead into a war?
Honestly, I don't know. I just feel like maybe. I mean, people in this generation are like way more reckless and, they do a lot more crazier things. So I feel like it could be. I mean, shoot. Mm.
So bigger violence.
Yep,
Well, I feel like
definitely
there
more
has
violence.
been a lot more violence in this generation.
Yeah, for sure.
How's the tattoo feel?
It feels fine.
I feel like I need to make sure.
Yeah. See the little hand part, like that little leaf, it was pretty painful, but it wasn't too bad.
No, she just don't want to show the camera.
I've been thinking about getting something on my neck, but everybody keeps telling me I'm crazy. But I just really have to commit to it.
Crazy that you're getting a neck tattoo or just
Yeah.
money one? Well, it's a little bit of the same thing.
Yeah. Kind of like just a simple fact of getting a neck tattoo.
You're a gangster.
I don't want nothing all crazy.
No, but like back then, if you had a neck tattoo, you were like considered a gangbanger. And now they normalize it so it's like you're not.
I'm meek. That's crazy. My mom, she calls me this crazy nickname. She calls me Chua. And I hate that nickname so much.
What, she's always called you that?
Mhm. She always has called me that.
What does it mean? Has she told you?
No.
I was gonna say they always have like some weird nicknames. I was gonna say, why did they call you Lee, but your name is actual just Lee, just like
Yeah.
Lee?
No, so my name's Liana, like my full name, but I just go by Lee. I don't really like my full name.
Okay, that's a nice name though.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Is it because you just? I feel like everyone doesn't. Well, I want to say everyone doesn't like their name, but I want to say I like my name either.
See, I don't like my name just because everyone has always pronounced it wrong. And
How do
people
people usually pronounce it?
well, since it's Liana, everybody always says Leanna or Leanne. And I just never correct them because I just got tired of
Oh,
correcting
you just
people.
don't care?
No, I don't care no more.
No, just comment.
Just call me whatever at this point.
I want to say whatever.
Not whatever, but
Yeah, because people be reckless.
especially around here in Toledo.
So, like, in high school, what do you think you struggled with, like, growing up?
Well, my parents were very, like, strict on grades. So that, like, maintaining my grades, like...
Why you think you weren't, like, honors? I wasn't.
Nah, I didn't feel like I was, like a real honor roll student. Like, yeah, I was on the honor roll, but I struggled to be on the honor roll. Like, it wasn't something that came easy.
So, okay, so I remember I was debating with someone, like, with this kind of topic. It was, like, some people are blessed to be able to be given opportunities and other people aren't, so people have to work extra hard to achieve those things. And their debate was, no, everyone has the same opportunity. I'm
Right.
like, no, I don't think that. I feel like some people are blessed with more, which gives them a better push, where other people have to work harder to achieve where they want to go.
Right. See, honestly, I feel like everybody has different opportunities. So, a push, yeah, like, for me, I went to Northwood. I was, like, one of very few, like, mixed students. So,
Did you had, like, a lot of fake people try to be your friends because of that?
yes, like, everybody wanted to be my friend. Like, it was, like, something cooler. Like, I
Like,
just didn't understand
I
it.
have a
Like,
friend.
like,
So I can say the word.
like, I just never got it. Like, and for me, like, also, like, I always felt like everybody thought I was such an angry person because I was black. And, like, I don't know. I just feel like I had to stand my ground more. I don't know.
So did you get in a lot of fights?
No, not necessarily there at school, no.
Where would you get in fights?
So, I've been in, like, a few fights. One of my biggest fights, this girl came to my house with, like, a whole bunch of people.
What's your mom saying? She was out there?
Yeah, my mom was out there. My mom was out there with a stick. She was holding the stick, telling
She
people.
is so funny.
She was telling people to get back. And I was like, well, because it was, like, the whole freaking school. Like, yeah, like.
They all showed up?
Yes, they were. Well, at first they tried to get me to come to the park. This was, like, forever ago. I was so young, but.
Wait, how old were you? How all these people get a ride?
This was, like, I was young as fuck. I was like 12. I was young, really young. And they came and I fought this girl and they wanted me to go to the park. And my mom was like, you're not going to the park.
You're gonna try to jump you.
Exactly.
Oh, I hate those type of people.
Mm-mm-mm. That was a tough day.
Did you actually fight her though?
Yeah, I did fight her. I just felt like I didn't like, I don't know, I was
You didn't
not.
want to fight?
I didn't want to fight because I didn't know really what the reason was. Like, I just heard from everybody else. There was like 60 different reasons to why she wanted to fight me. I just didn't know the real reason, so I didn't want to fight.
I feel like she was from Northwood.
No, she was like from Toledo.
Some people do it just because they're hating.
Mm-hmm.
Half of my fights I got into is because of other people, not even because of me. I feel like I wasn't, well, maybe the one. The girl, she was like, she got mad because I was in 4th grade. But I was kind of like, not like an asshole, but I was blunt.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to like so many different schools. But this girl, like when people would talk, you know how you just overhear people talking?
Yep.
So I overhear these people talking, and then I transfer schools. But what they were saying was, this one girl from this one school, and then they went to Boys and Girls Club or whatever. They said that she was a hoe, and I was like, oh shit, I don't know what a hoe is. I'm in 4th grade. I'm in 4th grade, not knowing what this stuff is. So I'm like, okay. I go to this new school because my cousin's like, oh, go to this school and go to school with me because I don't really have friends. Da 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 da. So I convinced my mom to let me transfer, and once I transferred. It's like it was like the girl that they were talking about went to that school. And I was like, wait, hold on. I know you look familiar, or not look familiar, but sound familiar from what they were talking about. And I asked her, do you go to Boys and Girls Club? She's like, yeah. So then my cousin being my cousin, I go and we're leaving school and we walk into her house. I'm like, you know that girl that she was like popular. You just know who's the person that's popular because all the kids would go up to them and ask them for favors, like, oh, can you do this? Or, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So she was one of the popular people or whatever. And for some reason, my cousin wanted to be friends with her so bad. I'm like, why are you want to be friends with her? Oh, because everyone wants to be friends with her. I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, I heard she was a hoe. I don't know what that means. Just know I heard that. And then my cousin's going to go and ask me, like, oh, can I tell her that you said that? And I was like, sure, I don't care. And I'm thinking, since it's my cousin, oh, you're not gonna go really tell her. You're just asking just to say that.
Right.
No, she really went to go tell her.
Oh my God.
So literally, the first day of school, and it's not even the first day of school. It's like probably like a couple days in. We're in the gym, and then the girl comes up to me like, yeah, I want to fight. I'm like, why you want to fight? She's like, because you called me a hoe. I'm like, well, I didn't call you a hoe. The other people called you a hoe. I was just relaying the message.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's true, but if you're getting mad about it, it must be true. And she was mad. And I'm like, honestly, I don't see really no reason to fight. And then everyone was, like, trying to hype it up because I think everyone just likes the drama. Mm-hmm. And especially they're all kids, like, if they see a fight happening, oh, my God, let's all round up. Like, y'all lame.
People
really
love drama.
And that's what was really happening. And the fact that they were all rounding up with each other, just don't want to have her fight me, I thought was so childish. And I was over it, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to fight, and that's that. And my mom, that's how I got embarrassed, the secondhand embarrassment, cause, like how your mom came out the bat. Were you embarrassed that she did that?
Yeah, kind of.
Because I was like, okay, now you're pushing me. But basically, my mom embarrassed me with something like that. She went up to the little girl, and we're in 4th grade. We're not older. So it's like she went up to the little girl, was like, you better not lay your hands on my daughter, da-da. And she's like, or I'm going to do something. What are you going to do to a 4th grader? Like, I'm going to hear that later, like, get bullied more because you're doing that.
Right. Oh, your mom's crazy. Your mom said she was going to beat me up. Like,
she was like, oh, so you got your mom on me? I'm like, girl, that's not what happened. But if you like to interpret that, yeah. And that's what happened, and I was just like, damn, Mom, why would you say that?
The crazy thing is like, when you're in younger grades, kids are mean. Like,
they are.
Like, really mean. Like,
And I could just imagine this generation, how they are now, because, like, more terms have came out, and a lot of parents don't give a fuck.
Right.
What their kids be saying, because now it's skipping toilets, whatever the fuck that means. Like, I've been trying to figure out what that means for, like, the past months.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
For real, hearing like my cousins say that shit. I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh my god, my phone is
I wouldn't
blank.
have been able to think like one day not gonna understand the terms that they're saying now, and like they don't even understand what I'm saying now. I'm considered the old person. Like I'm not cool. What do you mean I'm not cool? I invented cool, and then that makes me such a bigger limb apparently.
That's funny. Kids are funny. Like they're really mean, but they're funny as like heck. Like
I'm low-key mean to my younger cousins because I'm like, well, you gotta get bullied by me so that way if other people bully you, you can have that strength to be like, well, my older cousin bullies me and I'm not scared of you. So I kind of try to build that confidence in them, and it's because it's funny. I don't know, messing with kids is funny because when I was younger, I used to be I used to be one of the mean cousins.
yeah, I was a mean cousin too. Used to make everybody do everything that I that I knew I was gonna get in trouble for, but didn't want to.
Care?
So they did it.
Oh, like what?
I don't know. I was just that superstitious person. I would like, oh, go over there and like get that, so I don't have to, or
And get trouble.
yep.
Bro, my brother used to be like, oh, if you want to stay night, you have to clean my room.
Yeah.
It's because he's the only kid that had a game system. And they're like, oh, can we go to your house and play the game? He's like, yeah, if you clean it.
Yeah.
If you clean my whole room. I was like, But I was the type, if you don't stay in my house, I'm going to hit you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro, I used to have to blackmail people to hang out with me.
Oh my.
But those were just my cousins. But not like they all cool with me. But I know when I was younger, I wasn't the best cousin. But I feel like I'm like that because my older cousins was like that with me. Like, I think it was just like a generation, like, pattern. Like, they used to make all our younger cousins fight each other. And there was a lot of us. So it's like, damn, why would y'all make us fight for their own entertainment?
That's
felt like
messed up.
What are those, not the Vikings, but the people that be fighting in war? Not war. It's like the Renaissance, and they have that little big thing, and then they have people fight.
Yeah, like in the middle.
Yeah, that's basically it was, like how it was. Like they had us like circle up with each other, and then like it was like they had us sit in a circle so none of the adults knew what we were doing.
Oh my.
And they would just have all the kids fight from ages like 5 to like 10. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a real life fucking duel out here. Hunger Games style.
Hunger Games. I never really watched it, but I read the books.
There was books. I never read the fucking book. I was never into reading like I wish I was.
See, I want to get into reading. I feel like it would be something good to do. When
Serve the community.
To be a good citizen, to be a better citizen.
Right, because papers are fucking going to waste for no one reading.
They only really give them out for freaking nursing homes. Like newspapers, I feel like that's the only place I'd see them is at my job.
The nursing home? Oh, okay, so since we both work at nursing homes, what's like the most weirdest thing that happened?
So, like, there's this older lady, and she's just very fond of, like, this older man at our job that, like, he's an aide. And I just, never really understood why he never really wanted to go in her room or why he wouldn't really, like, associate with her.
He wouldn't go in there?
No, he didn't never want to. And he was just always uncomfortable with it. And we just never knew, like, why. Until, like, one day I was walking in her room and she was laying towards the door and she was rubbing her nipples.
Oh, what?
And was just laying there. And I was just like, okay. So I went and told the, like, nursing, like,
facility?
Yeah, like, whoever is, like, there. And she's doing the same thing, like, when they come in the room. And she does this often. Like, this is something that, like, she just does.
Damn.
This is, like...
How old is she? Is she older?
Well, she's not... I think she's, like, in her 70s.
Oh, okay. I'm used to having, like, in my facility, they're more, like, older. Like, up in their 80s and higher.
Yeah. See, we were, like, more of, like, assisted living. So we have some, like, really young people for, like, memory care. in dementia and stuff like that. They're in a different building, but yeah, we start out pretty like there is some younger people there.
I think the youngest we might have is like a guy in his 60s, but that's because he had paralyzed from like half of his body
Mhm.
and from work because I guess a bolt flew out of one of the machines and like hit him in his eye.
Oh my.
That shit's scary.
Mhm.
I'd be like, oh hell no. Sued for sure.
Mhm.
Especially if you lose half of your like feeling. I'd be honestly, that's what kind of worries me because like you never know what can happen.
Right.
And then it just so happens to happen. So like, yeah. Because I was gonna change the subject because I was gonna ask you a question. Like, say if you was, do you believe in if it was meant to be, what happened?
Like if it was meant to be, it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. Like that's what I was gonna say because like some people believe in no, you have your own say. Well, I'm like no because I think God has a time for us.
Oh yeah.
And if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be in His time, not
Right.
my time.
Right. That's understandable, yeah. I definitely agree with that. You know, I feel like there's definitely been a lot of things in my life where that, you know, that would be proven, you know, it's not on my time ever, you know. I could be ready to prosper and it could just not be the right time. God's not ready for me to go down that path yet. And sometimes all you can do is agree.
Yeah, I guess I wait. I have no freaking choice. Like this guy at my job, he's like 94, I think, or he just turned 95, I believe. And he was like, I'm ready to die. I'm like, oh, okay. He was like, I'm waiting for God to reach out and say, come home. I'm like, or he's going to say, go back downstairs.
Oh, my.
Dude, he's just funny because he starts singing, like, I don't know. It's just hilarious.
Mm-mm.
You ever find your kids doing funny stuff?
Well, my son, like...
Does he not talk yet?
No, he doesn't say, like, full sentences or anything. But earlier, I found him, like, doing, like, a whole, like, handstand on his bed. I was just confused. Like, how do you even know how to do that? Like, you're standing on your head.
Dude, my little cousin, he's freaking riding a bike already. And he's 3.
My. Period.
I was like, wait, I think I learned how to ride a bike when I was like 6.
The younger the better.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, but that's kind of scary.
People forget how to ride bikes.
You forgot?
No, people do. Like, that's a thing. People forget how to ride bikes.
I think my grandma forgot. Because I tell my grandma, she's like 60, and she's talking about, oh, I'm going to go ride the bike with my son. Grandma, what bike are you getting on? Like, you shouldn't be on any bike. But I'm like, okay, whatever. And she calls me and like, I fell. I'm like, Grandma.
Oh my god.
I'll buy you a bike that's lower to the ground. Cause you know them high ass bikes that you kind of have to like sit on and like you kind of have to reach and the pedals are like so low.
Yeah.
She gets on one of them. Like now you know dang well you should not be on that bike.
That's funny.
If I could ride a bike everywhere, I would.
I wish there was more to do, like, to see while bike riding. I feel like living in Toledo, it's kind of boring. Like,
that there's not enough
scenery.
I think it might depend where you go though too.
Yeah.
Then again, there isn't nothing here for real. That's why my cousin left. Cause my cousin came from Cali and the number one excuse was, I want to go back because you guys don't have fun. I thought you were here to save money. Man. Ain't nothing correlated.
You gotta spend money to have fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you can find stuff to do. You just gotta have money to do it. And if you have money, you can go to Detroit. They have everything up there.
I've always wanted to go to Detroit. I was thinking about going up there for my 21st.
And you never been or something? What?
Nope.
That's crazy. You should try the Mexican food out there. It's way better than
I've heard. I need some good Mexican food. I feel like around here it just depends on where you go. I don't know. I'm very wary about where I get my food from.
No, for real. I'll probably show you. I'll send you like the link. So is there anything that you wanted to say that you ever felt the need to say?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, there's something, like, lately that's been on your mind that you haven't been able to understand in terms without having to get in detail, but in detail.
Oh, something I've been wanting to
Like,
say.
struggling with, basically.
I just feel like, being young and, being a mom, talking to people is already hard enough. And having friends is hard enough, because not many people want to hang out with their kid, with you and shit. So, I don't know. But if you're a friend of somebody that's a young mom, like, reach out, I feel like. Sometimes it's, like, really hard to be a mom at that, and then
Still keep your friends.
yes. And I feel like, you lose most of your friendships during pregnancy because you go through, like, all these hormones and shit. But also at the same time, like, you change. So people, like, don't really like who you are anymore or something like that. So, I don't know. Just be mindful, I don't know, of that. And I just feel like, for me, having friends has never been, like, a problem. It was never a problem until I had a son. And I feel like that was really the main, like, factor of, like, why people stopped inviting me out and talking to me and stuff like that. But, yeah.
I'm about to say, I think I was just debating with my friend about that, like, if you have a kid or you decided to have a kid, don't think a lot of people are going to stick around because of that. Because certain people, I was like, with your certain friends, you're not going to invite someone that has a kid because, first of all, her first priority is to be her kid, not because she wants to go out and hang out with you.
Right.
And she's like, no, I would still invite her. I'm like, you won't. Because that's just logically, like, it's not going to work that way because you're going to think of her kid like, oh, she has a kid, she's probably not going to go.
Right.
That's just the first, like, opinion about it.
And the thing about me is, like, I'm always down to go. Like, I just always feel like people don't ask me, like you said, because I have a kid. But half of the time, like, I have people to watch my kid. Like, I got my mom and stuff, so that would never be an issue. I guess let me worry about that as a friend, like, I don't know.
I get that. Well, before we end this segment off, is there anything else you'd like to conclude with that?
No. I don't think so.
Well, it was nice having you. We're still going to be finishing this tattoo for a while. So, yeah. That was Prime Example Podcast, and I was your host, Leslie, and this was my guest,
Lee.